Hello, everyone. Welcome to KDP for B2B. And here's Rob with us today. He's been joining me all week, which I'm really grateful for. He's a busy guy, and he has a whole bunch of other things he does on Amazon, as well as help me out on my KDP for B2B business. So thank you for joining us, Rob, and participating.
Always welcome. Yeah, always welcome to come in. And glad I can take some time out to be here with everybody.
Yeah, you always have some good tips and knowledge. So we're always grateful to have you on here. And so today, this is the wheelhouse right here, right, Rob? This is the KDP for B2B. So your Kindle Direct Publishing for business to business. So we're calling this KDP with a twist. That's how we're describing this, KDP with a twist. So if you're brand new to KDP and you just want to add the business to business side, this is we're going to talk about how you can do that. If you already have a KDP business, this will be about how to add this to your already established KDP business and add another income stream.
Yep.
So this kind of fits both worlds. So don't be afraid if you've never even heard of KDP, don't know what that's all about. We've talked about it in the previous sessions, so you can go back and listen to those. They're recorded in our Facebook group. If you're listening on YouTube, jump into our Facebook group for more information as well, and there'll be links there. But yes, so we're going to talk about KDP, but we're going to add the twist. Yep. So I'm Tammie. I'm the founder of KDP for B2B. This is my husband, Rob Chrin, and we are going to get started right now. Add the screen. Share the screen. All right. Make it full so you can see it.
Right.
How's that, Rob? Is that good?
Perfect. Yep.
All right. So I can't see much, so that's why I always ask everybody if they can see it, because once you add a larger screen, you get blocked from StreamYard. So if you have any comments, please put them to the comments, and we'll get to them after after today's lesson. And if you're watching a replay, just put #replay. That we know that you watched it after we jumped off. And tag us. If you have questions, tag Rob or I. That helps us find the questions that you may have and answer quickly. I always try to check, but sometimes when you don't tag us, we don't see them. They get buried in Facebook land. So go ahead and do that. You can always direct message us through Facebook if you don't want to put the comment in here and you have other questions that you don't feel like posting for everyone to see. Feel free to reach out, email. We have all our information's in the unit section. You can find us. You can DM us on Facebook as well. Yep. So, all right, let's get started.
And so just one quick thing. Sorry to interrupt. You just mentioned in the groups, it's a unit section, but Facebook is starting to change that to guides, I think.
Yeah, you said it was guides. Mine hasn't changed yet, so I'm still units, but guide, that's a great point.
If you watch this later and there's no units anymore, it'll be guides. They're changing the name. So
right. Yeah. So, everything's always evolving. So we just keep, but that's a great point. Thank you, Rob. But yeah, at the top bar, there's a lot of things that says discussion and different parts, and it'll say units or guides. And so you can go under there, and we've put some information there. Also, you can always go to our website as well. Yep. And all the information's there at kdp4b2b.com. All right, who's ready to get started? I feel like I'm a hurricane or a twister right now myself, a little wound up about this class.
Right.
So KDP with a twist by Adding B2B, also known as KDP or B2B. So how, do you want to build your own KDP for B2B business? And this is what we're going to talk about today, is how you can get started. I can tell you all about what I do and how I do it. And I've worked through a lot of the process for you. And I just want to share it with you because I think it adds so much value. Like I said, if you're already doing a KDP business, why not add this part to it? This is just another revenue stream. If you're brand new and you don't want to do a KDP, just do that alone. Add the B2B, and this is a perfect platform for you to get started with your online business.
Can I make one comment here, just in case people don't know what B2B or business to business means, just because I think most people do, but there's a lot don't. So it's basically saying you as a business are going to work with other businesses,
yes,
as opposed to, there's business to consumer,
right?
I think it's consumer.
Right.
So it's the whole idea is you're working with other businesses. So you're a business, they're a business to business. So just wanted to clarify that.
Thank you. I know it gets a little confusing because we use the word business, but we're talking about your business, then we're talking about you working with a business. So it does get a little bit like confusing. So we'll try to keep it as clear as possible, but thanks for clarification on that, Rob. Yes. So we're going to talk about how you can create your own KDP for B2B business, working with other businesses to create the booklets for them. So I'm going to go through that a little bit too. My next slide does explain a little bit, but I'm glad you did a little deeper dive on that one, Robert.
Yep.
So what is KDP for B2B short for? Kindle Direct Publishing for business to business. So that's why we've shortened it, because it's so long of a name. But it does confuse people if you're new to this whole KDP world and in the B2B part. So we're sorry for that, but we always thought it would be easier just to shorten it. And as you get more involved, it won't faze you to hear KDP for B2B. So yes, it's Amazon's print-on-demand service that we're talking about. So that's another level of like, what is it? Amazon? Is it KDP? KDP is under Amazon's platform. It's a print-on-demand platform, and we did talk about those in our last sessions. And check out the other videos that we've done. But just to clarify, so yes, this is still Amazon's platform that you're creating the booklets under. So KDP for B2B is your own business. This is you're using Amazon's print-on-demand service, like I said, to create the branded booklets for businesses. You can charge a setup fee to create these booklets for the businesses and make a reoccurring income stream for yourself every time a booklet is sold. And I'm going to go deeper on this. This is just sort of the overview right now. So hold on.
That's right.
All right, next slide. Do you see those little dots there, Rob, when I click, or are they blocking?
Yes, but they go away.
Okay, so I just want to make sure that I'm not blocking things. Okay, so what does a branded booklets, what does that mean, branded booklets? The reason that we call them booklets with the KDP for B2B is because when we talk about books, people always think literature books. So we came up with this word, booklets has been around, but branded booklets, and that does seem to like take a shift to a different thought process when you're explaining this. So we call them branded booklets. And you want to think of these booklets as large business cards that really no one would throw away or lose easily. A business card gets tossed or misplaced or stuck in a pocket somewhere. A booklet does not. So these are going to be branded with the business contact information, maybe a picture, and I'm going to show you examples of this and further in the slides, but that's what we're talking about, creating branded booklets for a business. And I'm going to tell you what kind of businesses as well. So I'm just giving you a little bit of a overview right now. You want to add anything, Rob, or is that?
No, I think you're right. Sometimes people use these booklets, you talk as like a business card, they'll have like more history of themselves and what their business is and their goals and all these things. This is kind of like it's probably kind of more of a combination of a business card and the actually low content book itself. A lot of times when people don't have branded books, they'll have a generic let's say workout guide for a gym, and then they'll staple their business card on it or insert it. So this is kind of combining those two things. So it has all their contact information within that booklet itself, but then it has all the information or what that booklet is going to do, like a workout tracker.
Right. And I'm going to show more about that as well as we go through. But yeah, that's a great example of what these booklets are about and how they work for a business, and you're creating them for the business.
Yep.
Okay. Get rid of these little dots. I don't like those dots.
They go away.
Okay. All right. So what businesses are best for KDP for B2B business model work for? Basically, these are just a few ideas because this is such a huge opportunity. There's so many businesses that this could work for, but I'm going to give you some ideas right now. So what type, think of anybody who's coaching anything. You know, coaches like there's nutrition coaches, there's health coaches, there's coaches that teach business coaches. You know, it goes on. And the pandemic has really made so many people go online. So you could just go on Facebook or Instagram and any social media and look and see how many coaches there are. It could be, you know, it could be sports coaches. It can be business coaches. It could just be any type of coaching programs people are doing, which I can't even list them all because there's so many. But think of any coaches you know. Think of trainers, which is similar to a coach, but training programs. There's tons of training programs. Another one is wedding planners. Wedding planners, it's not just a planner. They have people that they work with that are the event area. You know, we're going to hold the wedding. Who's going to do the flowers? Who's going to do the cake? Who's going to do the music? Who's going to, you know, multiple people involved in just wedding planning. So you could create booklets for each person. And I know this is maybe a little overwhelming, but I'm just kind of giving you an overview. Realtors are great. They love to be branded, marketed, and I'll show you some examples of these books as well as we go through. But realtors are a great way. They like to be able to hand out their information, and a branded booklet is so much better than a folder or a business card only. This will give them way more to their clients value, give them so much value. Think of therapists. Therapists always have people journaling. So, you know, why not have the therapist brand on the booklet versus sending them to another store and having them buy a blank notepad? Have the therapist's name, contact information, all that on there. And so types of booklets that you would create for these, just say these businesses would be journals. Anything people are journaling, that's where the therapist kind of would come through. Tracking something, coaches and trainers are great for tracking logs. Guides, that could be wedding planners or people who like to hike. Like maybe there's some business that people love to go on adventures and guides, and you could do, you know, brand that booklet for them. A notebook, a basic notebook for any of these businesses. Informational one is really like gold right there. An informational one would be something like for a wedding planner or a realtor that would be about what their business offers. And then workbooks. So any coaches and anybody in coaching and training, workbooks are perfect for. So that's just giving you an overview of what type of books, and they're still in the low content area, as we've talked about before. So low content is very simple book. Anything you want to add, Rob?
So I was writing some notes here. Sorry. I guess
pay attention.
Well, no, it was related to this. What I was thinking, and I don't know if you're going to mention this because I haven't seen all your slides. A lot of these businesses already have a lot of this content already. Most of them have like a PDF or some digital form or version of this. So a lot of times that simplifies the whole process when you're working with these businesses, that you're not having to create this from scratch. They already have the content, already developed it. You're just going to then, for them, create the booklet for them.
Yeah, just format and create a cover for them. And a lot of the, say the realtor or coaches would be great for the workbooks. Say they already have a program, they already have a PDF usually that they either give away or you can download when you sign up for their coaching program. Why not put it in a booklet? And like we said before, you can have these delivered to all the business can have these delivered to all the customers through Amazon in 2 days with Prime all around the world. So it's a very great way for a business to get their information to their clients in their hand.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna next. Okay, so are you a good fit for KDP for B2B? This is what you got to think about some of these things. It's not always a great fit, but mostly people are, looking for an income stream, something they can do from home. Around the world, really, it can be done because Amazon's all around the world, so they print all over. But you do have to you don't have to know about KDP and how to do that. So just taking that out of there, like, I don't know how to do KDP. Well, we can show you all those things. That's not a problem at all. So don't worry that I can't do the B2B because I don't know how to do KDP. We got you covered there, and I'll explain that a little bit later. You will have to reach out to businesses online and offline. So that is one thing I want to express. If it's something that you feel uncomfortable doing, we do have step-by-step ways for you to reach out to businesses, but there is a level of that. You have to be able to, online communicate, get into groups, talk and see if you can serve them. It's not about selling. It's really about servicing that business. They don't know this is available to them. The business owners don't know. So you're providing a service. So you're not having to sell this. You're actually explaining it and how it could work for them and to get their, business to the world, really. But they really need our help. They really do need our help. I've been doing this for many years, and I find every time I explain this process to a business owner, they really didn't know. They know about Amazon, but they didn't know they could get the booklets printed at a reasonable cost and get them out through Amazon shipping. So shipping is a really big thing. So, but you need to be able to want to talk to people. I mean, I don't know how to get around that. I can help you. I have tools and tricks and words to say and how to say it. But that is one thing you want to think about, that this is not just a behind the scenes business unless you partner up with someone who loves to be more of an extrovert. That's me. I love being an extrovert. Rob, you're not so much, right?
That's right.
That's not, but that's okay, because think of this. So you could create a partnership with someone who that's all they want to do is go get businesses and talk to them about how to do this. And you're going to be the book creator. You're going to set all those things up for them and get them up on Amazon. So don't worry about like, oh, I hate talking with people. That's not my thing. I'm an introvert. I don't like it. How am I going to do this? I've run into a lot of people in this space that they just want to create the books. So if you want to join our group, and we can start connecting people together as well in our Facebook group, or reach out to me. I have a lot of people that are great at graphic design and do all that, or they are great at talking with people, but they don't know graphics. We can solve that problem for you.
Yep.
So that being said, with the pandemic, it does, the great thing that's happened for us, and sadly to say, through a pandemic, I just could never imagine this is happening to all of us, but it's shifted a lot of people up into like using Zoom calls and, StreamYard calls and all these things that we do. So online, the businesses now move to online, a lot of them, and they're willing to jump on calls with you through Zoom or StreamYard. So you do not have to go out to these businesses and talk to them. You can do them right from your computer and just set up a meeting through Zoom or StreamYard or whatever you use.
Yep.
So with this KDP for B2B model, I want you to hear this, because this is a very important part. And this was what moved me to doing it this way, is if you do KDP, you know what keywords are. And keywords are words that will be put into Amazon's, descriptions so that people can find your book. And so you have to find these specific keywords for your book on Amazon in order for a customer on Amazon to find your book.
Yep.
So with KDP for B2B, you do not have to do keywords. You heard me right. You don't have to do keywords. I was like, yay. I don't like doing keywords. It's not for me. Some people, like Rob, loves doing keywords, and he does it for his own business and all that. But with this, you do not have to use keywords. You can add them if you choose to, but you do not have to do it. And so that is a huge bonus. If you do KDP, you know what I'm talking about. That's like one of your main focuses is keyword finding the right keywords for your book to drive the traffic to that book.
Right.
With KDP for B2B, the business owners are driving the traffic to the book.
Right.
Now.
Yeah, that's huge, the keywords thing. And I know a lot of people struggle, even if you like data and keywords and analysis, it's a lot of work to really find those keywords that really are going to be the things that are going to separate you from the other books that are out there. So it takes a lot of work.
It takes a lot of work, a lot of time. And it's just another, it's how you have, when you have a KDP, say you put your journal up there and you want it to sell, we have to have, keywords for people to are searching. So it's a sparkly unicorn. So you have to type in, when someone types in sparkly unicorn, you have a keyword that says sparkly and unicorn, it finds your book. So, but those are very, it's pretty flooded. It's pretty a mass market of journals, just say, and with probably sparkly unicorn is like the keyword is used lots of times. So back to KDP for B2B, you do not have to use keywords. Woo! That's the best thing that ever happened to me. So that's huge. You also do not have to use ads to drive traffic to a book. In KDP, you do, because you want to people to see your book, and so you have to pay for ads for someone to find your book. It's like any type of advertising, so you stand out from the crowd. With this model, KDP for B2B, you do not have to do ads because, again, the business owner has an audience. They have customers. They're going to be showing the book or selling the book or offering the book to all of their clients. So their audience is already built in and they'll be buying the books. Okay. So so like I said here, the business drives the traffic to the booklets and you make a royalty. And I'm going to get into how to make the royalty in the next few slides. There's no inventory cost to get started. So you don't have to have a stack of books or anything. And the business doesn't have to have a stack of books, and we'll get into that more later. But the business doesn't have to have inventory either, because it's print on demand. It's one book at a time, or as many as they need. You don't have to be a graphic artist. I do not have a background in graphic arts at all. These booklets, we keep them very simple, but we keep them more like, and I'm going to show you what the booklets look like, but we keep them very simple. It's just the contact information, maybe the logo of the business. That's all this is more of a business card style. So you don't have to do these gorgeous graphic designs. Or if they want to, we have resources as well that are graphic artists that can help you with that. So don't be afraid if you get a client that is like wants this whole beautiful cover and you're like, I don't know how to do that. We have resources that are graphic designers in our group that can help you and get that started for you. Anything, Rob?
Nope, you're hitting it all.
All right. Take a breath. Take a breath. So what you need to get started is mostly time. Mostly it's your time, because you have to learn some things, and there's some, it's something new if you're new at it, or maybe it's just a little bit of your KDP and you're adding this in. So it's mostly time. There's no cost to open a KDP account on Amazon, so it doesn't cost you anything there. You do need computers and internet and business practice setups and those kind of things. And, that's just kind of the basic principle of business. You can use a free version of Canva for your graphics to get started. And then you may want to go down, you may want the paid version down the road. It does have a lot more features, but I just want you to I'm just trying to give you this in a nutshell. It's just that you can start out very simply and start this business with very, very low entry cost to get in.
Yeah, it's pretty much no cost, because most people already have, a computer, internet, the things that you need to get started. Canva can be free, or other free tools. So it's really just your time mainly to get started. Yeah.
And there is a little bit of a delay. I want to make this clear too. There's a little bit of delay for you to get paid on the first time the book is printed. It takes about 2 months they hold your money when you get paid. It's monthly normally, but the first time that you print each book holds out for 2 months, and it's so in case someone returns something, and there's all those things. So I just want people to know that it's not monthly paid right off the bat. It's after 2 months of that one book that you printed. Then you start getting your royalty every month on that book.
When you say print it, you really mean sold when a book sells.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, thanks for clarifying that.
But essentially, it gets printed.
Yes. So here we are at how do you get paid using KDP for B2B model. So you're going to create the booklets under your KDP account. So this is under your account, not the business that you're working with account, your account. you're going to charge a setup fee. So, you get the business owner says, yes, I want to go forward with you to create these booklets for my business. There's going to be, this is up to you because this is completely your business, but this is what I do. I charge a setup fee. So it's a one-time setup fee to set the book up, get the cover done, get the interior layout done, and get the book up on Amazon. So that I charge a one charge fee for
one-time
that.
Fee, yeah. Mm-hmm.
One-time fee, yes, thanks.
Yeah.
I love this add a subheading right here. Good job, Tam. So setting a lower setup fee can help defer the cost of booklet creation. So you get paid a royalty every time a booklet's sold. So let me just give you an example. If a business had a booklet just created and you weren't going to get a royalty, that setup fee would be quite a bit more charged normally. So say my setup fee is $500 to set this booklet up, and I'm going to make a royalty on that. If I'm not going to make a royalty on that person, or if someone's going to go out and have someone else do it, create this book, they would charge way more than $500 to have a setup fee. Mm-hmm. But because I'm adding a royalty, and say I want to make $3 to $5 per booklet sold. Now these are just my numbers. You use your own numbers. You do whatever you want. But I'm just giving you an example. So $5 sold for each book, and now they're selling the book to the business is selling the book to the client. And I'm making a royalty every time that booklet's sold. I can lower my setup fee and make it up on what we call the back end. Mm-hmm. So I don't want this to get too confusing, but basically a setup fee I use to set the book up, but I keep it a little bit lower because I'm going to make a royalty on each book sold.
Right. And you don't have to charge a setup fee, especially when you're starting out. It's your choice, but that is an additional income stream, especially as you start working with different businesses. It's really your time that you're working with that business. How much is it?
Your knowledge and time. Your knowledge and time.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to, share that with you, that you can have, setup fees can be charged, and I do charge them. And then I also make a royalty on that. But depending on how much royalty and different business models, and I can always help you with that too. And if you needed a coaching call, I'm happy to talk with you about that. So you do set a royalty fee per booklet. So every time that booklet is sold, you get paid every month from Amazon on books sold, because this is all under your account, not the business owner's account.
Yeah, I just wanted to clarify that. You're right. We're putting it under our own account, and some people say, well, why does a business, do that or allow you to do that? And in general, businesses, if you've ever been a small business owner, they don't have the time. They just want the final product. And essentially by doing this work for them, and you're doing this royalty, they're not necessarily paying for the book per se, unless they're giving it away. Their customers are. And so you're getting, a royalty, kind of like a commission, if you will. They just want the final book. They're not wanting to have to deal with all the headache of management, and they don't really, to them, it doesn't matter. They just want
want the product. They want the product.
Exactly.
They don't ask you, how is this going to, they just want you to get it up there, and they want to be able to buy this booklet or send it to their clients. That's it. So that does come up, and because people will ask, well, why wouldn't they just learn KDP? I'm telling you, I've been in business pretty much all my adult life. I didn't have the time. I didn't have the time to learn KDP. I mean, when you're running your own business, say you're a gym, I got, things to do there. I got training to do, customers coming in, I have books to do. I have, you're working on your business. They're working on their business. They just want this done. Even if someone knows how to do KDP, most likely they won't do it, because they just want it done for you. So is there occasionally someone? Yes. But most likely people don't have the time, don't want to learn a new tool, how to do this, do it. They want it one and done. Just do it for me. So thanks for bringing that up, Rob. That's very, very true, because I do have that question asked to us. Why wouldn't a business owner just do this themselves? They don't have time, or they don't want to learn something new. We all have a million things on our plate.
Exactly.
All right. Well, there we go. All right. So if you're thinking like, gosh, I really want to get this business going and I want to accelerate this KDP for B2B, I'm just going to throw it out there. We do have a 16 module course that'll walk you from A to Z to get your KDP for B2B business running. It's like, it starts from how to even open a KDP account. I know some of you are brand new, and you're like, okay, I don't even know where to go. That first video goes through the whole thing to get you set up on your KDP account. We can help you with the booklets getting created using something like Canva. We show Canva in the course. There's many ways to go about this, but we thought Canva was the most simple way for anybody who's not familiar with other platforms to use to create booklets. KDP does have their own. It's a little bit simple in the sense it doesn't have a lot of graphics to, it's not very easy to create your own graphics in there. So we use Canva, and I can show you, we show you how to do that step by step. Pricing's huge. That's a big part of the whole, the course as well, because pricing, how do you price the book? What's the royalty? We have tools for that as well to help you. Tools and resources, templates, calculators to help you, royalty calculators, templates, like I said, agreements, business agreements. There's, what else, Rob? Is there anything else you can think of?
No, I think those are the big things that we have.
Those are the big things, yeah.
Agreements, calculator, all of the things that help support you.
So support your business. Plus, we have a private Facebook group, and this is really cool because we have people in there that are growing their business. We have talks in there all the time about what if something comes up and they don't know, what do I say to this person? How do I do this? We're all in there growing our businesses. I still do this part-time for me because I have this other side, but we have full-time people doing this and growing their business, and lots of help in our private Facebook group, and so much, really so much more. If you would like to get more information, you can always go to our kdpforb2b.com website, and it's KDP, the number 4, B, number 2, B, because some people put 4 and spell it out and it doesn't, you can't find us. But we have all this information. Go ahead.
I was going to say, sorry, it's scrolling at the bottom you have there, so obviously.
Oh, okay, great.
See that
Thank
too.
you.
I know you're not seeing that now because you're in the slides, but yeah.
Thank you, Rob. That's why I have you here. Helps me out. So there's 3 ways to make money with KDP for B2B. One is you can create low content branded booklets for businesses. You charge the setup fee like we talked about. You get a royalty per booklet, and then done. Number 2 is you create the low content branded booklets for the businesses. You charge the setup fee, but now you can add a revenue share with the business per booklet sold. Now, what does that mean? Because we did not cover that above. What that means is that if you have a business that you would like to add more royalty to the booklets, each booklet, you can share that with the business owner, and that does give them a little incentive. So this gets a little bit more complicated, but we can help you through this. I do this all the time. So the revenue share is that you'll have to send that business owner a royalty check every month when the books are sold. So that's a great way. If that works really well for people who are, they get motivated by that. The business owner, well, I want to make money on my booklet too. All right, do a rev share. So that is another way to go about it. So you make a royalty, they make a royalty every time a booklet's sold, and everybody's happy. The other thing is adding merch. And what merch is, it's kind of like, see my t-shirt, I had Susie at Creative Blueprint Design make this for us. She created this for us. So everybody wants to have swag for their businesses. So think of adding merch. So you already have a relationship with the business owner. Now they're saying, hey, can you do shirts, pop sockets, maybe pillows, phone cases? This is shirts, pop sockets, pillows, and phone cases are just what's called merch under Amazon. It's like KDP, but it's a separate printing program they have, and it's called Merch by Amazon, Rob, or Amazon?
I think it's merch. I'm not sure. You can Google
merch.
We can Amazon merch.
Amazon merch. So Amazon does printing shirts and all that as well, pop sockets and pillows and phone cases. But then say you want mugs and stickers, and let me know. I have lots of resources for that as well. But what happens is the business trusts you. They like what you're doing. They want you to put their logos and get merch for them. So don't miss out on that opportunity too, to create more for the businesses.
Yeah,
so it can expand.
Yeah, I was just saying merch, just like you said, is like KDP in the sense that it is also print on demand. So they don't have to have inventory of these shirts or pop sockets or whatever that they might want. But also with regards to shirts, especially if it's something like a gym, they may have different events going on, and so they could have these shirts available that the people that are attending the event can purchase.
Right. So they don't have to have sizes already, because you can have the URL code available. Say the event's happening at the gym. The gym will have the URL available. They click on it, goes right to the Amazon merch. They pick out the color of the shirt that that's posted, and they can pick all the sizes. So the business owner doesn't have to go, okay, I need 3 larges, I need 16 extra large. That takes that problem away. And we'll do a more on merch, but I just wanted to give you that little nugget of information that is another income stream for you as well.
Yeah. And if you don't know what pop sockets are, just Google it, but it's essentially a kind of a holder for your phone. It kind of allows
it goes on the back of your phone. I don't have one anymore, but it goes on the back of your phone, and you you can put their logo on there or information. It's just like a little swag.
Exactly.
Okay, so I'm going to show you some example of books. Or booklets. I should have wrote booklets, not books. But this is a journal called, the company's called I Owe Me. So this is a journal with, it has, just lines, some prompts in there. You can see the front cover has her logo. Then the interior is some, her logo again, and some coloring spots that she wanted, and then some prompts. And this continues through the book. So it's, 100 pages, and it just continues. So it's the same duplicated pages. So I didn't have to create any more than that. So, and then the back of the book, as you can see, the booklet is her picture, her contact information, and some information about her business. So you can see what we were talking about, how it's just a great way to give people information. So she gives these to her clients when they sign up on her online business platform. So she sells them, and she also gives them away at different events or fun things that she's given away on her group.
Yep.
We did another one for her just recently, and this is another journal for the same business. So I got 2 books out of the same basic content, but just a different cover and a little bit of a different interior. But you can see how simple the interior is. It's not complicated. It's that low content idea. And then we've added QR codes to booklets. So that QR code, if you see on the very back of her book, it's on the lower part, her customers can scan that and go right to her website. So it's a great way for people to find her. Here's a lady who, the Mind Body Revolution, she has a program that she sells every 6 weeks or so. It's a 6-week program, I believe. And we created this booklet. That's all her information. I didn't change one thing on the interior for her. We just added all her content for her coaching group. So when they sign up for her group to do her coaching program, she then gets their information and sends the booklet directly from Amazon right to her client. She never touches the booklet. She's had some things changed, some content changed. We just re-uploaded it for her and fixed everything. And you can charge for that too if it takes more time, or you can do it for free if you have a client that sells booklets like she does. And she sells quite a few of them. So then this is a gym booklet. This was a little more complicated. This was a little bit more involved. So your setup fee would be a lot more than $500 to set this up if you choose to. But you can see it's Anytime Fitness, which is a franchise, by the way. So now I have this set up and I can go out to many of these Anytime Fitnesses and just show them this booklet that our local gym created. And the interior I already have set up. So now I can use this for the next Anytime Fitness as well. So you can think about it that way too. You may get multiple books out of this. So you may not have to charge a higher fee if you think you can do that. Yep. We put a little information about the business owner on the interior page as well, and a picture of them. Anything you need to add, Rob?
Nope. Moving along, you're doing good.
All right. I know we're getting a little lengthy. So this is another lady. She has a conscious creation. She had, that's basically was all her interior, and we just created the cover. And I have a partner called. It's not called. I have a business called Two Peak Publishing, and Susie and I work together, and Susie is a graphic designer, and she was able to put this booklet together for us for our business. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I don't have a graphic background, so partnering up with someone who does is a big help. And Susie and I work together all the time now, and this has been such a great partnership, and she has all the knowledge that way, and I like to go out and get the businesses. Yep. And then I just want to show you our book discovery. This is actually our branded booklet for our business. And I just want to show you, so a workbook style. We just created that, but that's perfect for businesses who already have workshops or need a workbook. Take their content, put it in a booklet, brand it for them. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's a lot of information, people. Yeah. There's a lot more to share with you, but it's just, I wanted to just try to give you the high level of things, and I hope I didn't overwhelm you, but I just really, really want, this is such a great business opportunity, and there's so much out there, and the pandemic has not slowed us down. It is actually expanding. A lot of us are, you can work from home. You can do all this from your home, and that's such a nice benefit. And I was so grateful when the pandemic did hit that I do this for a living from home, and I can share it with you guys. So I just really, really want to share this information. If you have anybody you know that would like to know more, please invite them into the group. The Facebook group is probably the best place, but you can go to YouTube. We put all the videos on there. We also do, we can always go to our website or Instagram too. I'm in Clubhouse now, so I'm rocking it in Clubhouse. And that's at Tammie Chrin. It's just my name. Join me anytime I'm in there. I'd love to meet you all. Mm-hmm. Anything else before I tell them about the next workshop, Rob, that we discussed?
No, I mean, as you said, there's just so much. We could go for hours talking about things, but I think this gives people a good understanding of what the B2B side of this model is, that allows people to really create that, additional or, secondary, or, maybe people are tired of just doing KDP and want to do this type of model. So either people could switch to this or add this to their,
yeah. I think a lot of people are most people I talk to are like super excited to add this to it, because it's just another side, another income stream. So you're going to make, let's just kind of recap all of this really quick. So it's your business. It is under your KDP account. So you will get paid a royalty every time the business owner sells the book. So they're driving the traffic to the booklets. We have assistance for you to accelerate this. We have a full course that will walk you through it. We are here for you. This is just a great way for you to be able to get online and start your own business. It's expanding. Amazon is expanding their products as well. So it's not too late to get into this. And like I said, we're here for you. We gave you a high level. There is a lot more pieces, but it's not that as overwhelming as you think. We already have people that do this, and we can help you. Yep. So thank you. All right. For tomorrow, what is KDP for B2B all about, and how can it benefit you? We've kind of touched upon those. I'm going to do a little deeper dive on that tomorrow. So join us tomorrow, and we'll do that. And so thanks, everybody. I appreciate you. Like I said, we're here for you. Don't feel like No questions are dumb. I really just think any questions are great questions.